the other person could have, let's say, a red mark or a scratch. Hey, this is David Kohlmeyer, the problem solver, every single week, coming to you live Thursdays, 4:30, talking to amazing people that are in the community, community activists, leaders, people that are helping people in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas and Henderson. I'm David Kohlmeyer, retired police officer for 17 years, helping people as the problem solver. Today, we have some special guests. We have Mike to the right, and left is Judith, representing the Las Vegas Filipino American Festival. So thanks so much, guys, for joining us today. My lovely co-host, Beja, is joining us as well, co-hosting today. Thanks, Beja.
Thank you for having me.
So today, it's kind of unusual. We haven't really had it's been about a year that we've been doing the problem solver. So we haven't really had a festival specifically. I know you're doing some nonprofit work as well in the community. So let's just talk about, because this is also new, but let's talk a little bit about you're representing the Filipino culture here today in Las Vegas. Tell us a little bit about the nonprofit things that you're doing right now.
Well, we're setting up a nonprofit foundation for helping Filipinos with immigration issues, and it doesn't have to be if they're documented, undocumented. They could be getting relatives over here, passports, that sort of thing. And we're setting it up with Attorney Calderon to at least give people initial consultation to give them direction on what they need to do first, second, third, next. So that's because there's a lot of people that have issues and they don't even know where to start.
So basically immigration in regards to getting them status to live in America, right?
It could be status to get into America, status to get their relatives, their kids, moms, dads. It could be status to get out of America, or they could have passports that need to be renewed, anything immigration. Related,
Yeah.
Yes.
And right now, are they just doing that discounted, or they're doing that like how the pro bono? How's that working?
Her normal fee is pretty low anyway. It's $50 to $65, but our foundation's gonna supplement the rest of it.
The $56 is that for like the consultation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us more about the foundation.
We're just setting that up to help, because we know some people that have some immigration issues and they really don't know where to start. And they don't know if it's costly. They don't know the attorneys.
So do you have people funding this foundation?
Our festival is going to fund it.
Gotcha.
We're taking proceeds from the festival and we're going to set all that up. So it's going to help. And if people have issues, they can contact us and we'll be more than happy to help them. Because like I said, it's not just legality, or it could be just a matter of getting their kids over here if they're here.
Right.
Or they could have a situation where they came here with a spouse and they have a problem and they don't know if they can stay or if they have to go or how they can then go the next step.
Yeah.
So we're going to help them with all those issues.
That's beautiful.
I know this is the first time that we're meeting today. We have some common mutual friends. One of the things with the Problem Solver Show, we have actually the Las Vegas Legal Network, which is a network of different attorneys that help people. One of the things that we do with the network, we ask them that we're referring people that they do free consultations and free strategy sessions for people. And then we do have about 2-3 immigration attorneys as well. It'd be great to actually connect with that attorney that's helping as well. Do they speak Tagalog or no?
I think they all do. They'll speak Tagalog, Bisaya, whatever the dialect they need.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
So we can always talk about in the future, but my goal is really like we have a progressive web app called the problemsolver.vegas, and there's a place that if you need to get like a free simple will or free things in general. So we have that on the app, the problemsolver.vegas. And we could showcase that a little bit later as well in the show. But again, we're always trying to have like free services, pro bono, stuff like that as well. And then if they need a lawyer, where it's going to cost money, then it'd be like discounted in general. And sometimes some lawyers are not, charging money to help people. I think it's great actually if you have a Filipino attorney that really is helping, going above and beyond in that nonprofit capacity. Because it's your people that you're really helping. Of course, it's great to help everybody, but I can understand that.
Relate and communicate.
So my question to you is now. So I know that you're doing the Las Vegas Filipino American Festival. Got a little bit of a flyer. Tell us a little bit about it. Then I know we have a little bit of a commercial about the new festival. Tell us how it actually came to be.
There's a couple different ethnic-based festivals in Las Vegas. Hawaiian Festival, Pure Aloha. There's Taco Project, more Latino. My wife's Filipino. If you've been to the Philippines any number of times, they have fiestas. They're just real local celebrations. There's nothing exceptional. You're drinking beer with an ice cube, singing karaoke. It's just fellowship community. We don't have those here for the Filipino community. So we're doing this on a little bit larger scale, but it is based on music. It's a musically based festival.
Can Beja sing at the actual float? Can we get her on stage?
I was gonna say there's a huge Polynesian community here,
Yeah.
but that's crazy to me because I feel like there's a lot of Filipinos.
There's almost 300,000.
Yes.
Okay,
And-
and then you guys.
We are going to set up a separate stage. We're going to have a main stage, and then we're going to set up a separate stage. So it's going to feel like you're singing in the concert.
Yeah.
We're
Can you
gonna
do a
have-
voiceover and like make me sound like Mariah Carey or like Whitney or something?
Well, we do have that Sing Tricks thing. It'll modify your voice. It'll make you sound like Mickey Mouse or Lady Gaga, whichever one you
Hey,
want.
hey, hey.
But sadly, we're not going to have that there because that would be kind of fun too. And we're going to have LED boards. You get your name
you
behind
said that's
you.
Friday through Sunday, right?
Correct. You can be
Okay.
there.
So May
where's this being held?
13th, May 14th, May 15th.
Yep.
So was that Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's at Craig Ranch Park, 628 Craig Ranch, North Las Vegas.
Okay.
So it's 3 days, 5 to 11 Friday night, and 11 to 11, it's a long day, and then 12 noon Sunday to 9.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit. I got the flyers. So the Carnival, Karaoke, Battle of the Band, the Flowers of May, Vegas, hot air balloons, fire, throwers, fire.
Just fire dancers. They
Dancers.
dance with fire props.
Yeah, and we also have a car show, right?
Yeah, we have a 300 car show, and Las Vegas balloon rides is going to give tethered hot air balloon rides.
You got it all there.
Yeah, I'm
What
afraid
else?
of heights, so I definitely won't be doing that.
Oh no, you got to do it. They're not going anywhere. They're tethered, so they're. And
Oh, that's good. Wait. So it just like goes
you go up about 50
Yeah.
feet, sit and hover. It's beautiful because it's silent up there when you're up there. So you
I
get
might have
see
to
the
bring my daughter to do that.
You get to see the city, and then you float down. It's all good.
Okay.
What? So a little about this. Tell us a little about. So this is the way of funding the immigration services. Is that what it is?
We're going to take proceeds from ticket sales. It's $10 ticket to get in. And then all these different activities. The carnival's kind of a fundraiser. It's mostly for smaller kids. We're not going to have any tilt-a-whirls or big rides. Then the Battle of the Bands is going to be, I've got 8 bands, new bands, startups, young, old kids, new kids. We have some pretty serious talent in the Battle of the Bands. They're going to compete for a $500 prize, cash prize. So I did that on the East Coast. I set those up at microbreweries.
That's awesome.
And they're going to get their exposure, and we're going to give them eyeballs and ears.
So there are 8 bands right now. Are you accepting more bands? Was it too many? Or is
I
it-
don't know if we have enough time. I
yeah,
want
I
to,
think
but
Right.
she's the schedule person, and she tells me we don't have enough time, so we might have to cut it
So
off.
does the band, like, how long do they play for? You said there's not enough time.
30 minutes.
30 minutes each?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing, is it just at nighttime? Is that what the band is doing, or during
It'll
the day?
be all Saturday afternoon. They get 30 minutes each in 4 band sets.
Don't you think they should be playing like all throughout the festival and kind of just
Well, it's going to
doing
be all
their thing?
It's going to be all day Saturday.
Okay.
So then there'll be 4 band heats. We'll have an audience participation. Audience cheers for who they think's going to win.
Okay.
So if you bring a lot of friends, you'll probably win. Then we'll have another set of 4 bands. Then we'll have a sing-off between the top 2 bands.
So how do you know that they're going to win? Like, what do you do?
We listen to who gets the loudest cheer.
The cheer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
we have a
I
band-
think it's fair enough.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
that way.
good
There's
to
no
me.
politics. I don't pick. I don't care. I'm just
No,
wanting
no
good.
favorites.
No,
Yeah.
I just
No
want.
seniority here.
I just want good music, and we don't tell them what to play. They come, they play what they bring, what you got, type of thing. Now we've got a band of a 16-year-old, 14-year-old, and a 12-year-old. I think they're the favorites.
Oh.
They are hot.
The younger.
Yeah, they're hot. They're
Okay.
half
What kind of
Filipino,
music is it?
half Filipino.
Yeah, half Filipino.
yeah, they're,
and half American.
they're like Joan Jett type music. It's way beyond their ages. Yeah, so it's get ready because we've heard them. And
So let me ask you a question. The Filipino population I know has been growing. I've been in Vegas for 20 years now, and I know they were, growing in different areas. I think a lot of the Filipinos like Las Vegas, a lot of Hawaiians. This is the first time. I mean, I've been to the Hawaiian festival before. I don't jump to some different areas. I kind of feel like, especially now since like COVID, I know it's maybe dwindling, but since everyone's like feel more comfortable to come out, I think you'll probably have a very large crowd. How many people are you expecting over the 3 days? You have a guesstimate or not really?
I'm looking if we can get. We should
How many
be
people
able
are you
to
expecting?
We should be able to get 25,000 conservative. I was thinking 10% of the Filipino population is 30,000.
Okay.
A couple people are going to be working. We'll pick up a whole bunch of other people that want to come sing karaoke because they've been killing me about it. And then I'm thinking 25,000 conservatively.
I mean, that's a large amount of people. I mean,
Yeah.
is there a limit? I've been to Craig Ranch Park, but I don't even know how that works. Is there a limit of like people? Fire department wise?
It is. Well, there's parking for 2,200 cars in the one parking lot we're renting. And then
2,200 cars, okay.
Then there's parking for another 1,500 on the other side of us. We'll have 2 entrances. Oh, it'll easily hold 25,000. It'll easily hold about 50 or 60,000. It's the area we have is 9 acres.
Are you doing like, they have like sometimes those bus shuttles even? I mean, is it that big? Some of these places like the
providing
buses,
transportation.
they're like, because the parking is a little bit further away now.
You can park and walk
Okay.
from any of the lots.
I'm not that so familiar with that, the land there.
It's a vast park, though.
It's large.
It's an old golf course.
huge.
Old golf course.
Okay, so great. So the festival basically is helping. So we want people to come out. Again, Las Vegas Filipino American Festival at 3 days. Definitely a long day, 11 a.m. You're going to be exhausted by the end of the day. You're going to be there all day, all night. Judith is going to
All
be there
3
from
days?
probably 9 a.m. till 2 in the morning. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be there all day.
Yes.
And
Making some sleep before it.
right. Well, she's doing another thing that's kind of cultural.
Tell me.
Thing. It's the
Let's talk about it.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, the flowers of May.
Tell us about the flowers of
So
May.
they're gonna.
She was just talking about the flowers of May. Tell us about it.
Okay, so they're gonna dress up like a wearing gown, and we do a parade from the other side entrance and goes to the park. So then going to the stage and then.
So it's like a beauty pageant.
Yes.
Well,
Days
in
you should do it.
Hawaii,
We have
my
also-
mom used to dance,
Yeah.
hula, and they always had the lace,
Yeah.
and
And there's the 2-year-old kids, 3, 4, 5. So parents are so excited to be involved on this Filipino culture. So why not?
Then we have a prize
So
for the
yeah.
winner.
Let's go back a little bit. So if anybody wants to be involved in the flowers of May, children-wise, it's more for ladies, girls, young ladies?
Yes,
Okay.
for young, not the married one.
Single.
Single, yes.
Okay, so young ladies, single,
and children.
can wear like a pageant type of dress,
Yeah, yes,
and they could walk down.
yes.
What's the prize? I'm bringing my daughter.
No, we could have.
Oh, it's a good prize.
Sure.
It's a worthwhile prize.
What's the
Make it
price?
exciting.
Is it a secret, or can you tell us?
No,
It's a
she
secret?
Can, no, she can say.
Say.
One of our
No, we have a coronation, like who the best
Okay.
face, based in
Gown.
based in all package,
So categories.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then we have also the small one, the kids. So we have also that one. So we have to buy a crown for those. And
Okay.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
And then we have like
You have a makeover too as a prize
yeah, we have that one.
from a fellow in
From
town
the-
called Bong, and he does makeup for the stars.
Yeah.
Write that down. Write that down.
Does he do the makeup for all the kids?
Well, that's the prize. It's a full makeover in his place. It's $300 prize.
Got it. Okay.
He does when any Filipino celebrity comes to town, he does all their makeup. So
Okay.
he's pretty well known.
How many kids do you think you'll have? I really like this. I have 2 girls. They're 7 and 5,
Oh,
and her daughter's 10.
they're see?
I really don't know how many kids, but all in all, total, including those teenager, is like 22.
22 kids.
I think she's got 29.
29?
Are you-
29?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to
Yeah,
have
I forgot.
more, or
Yeah.
you?
Oh,
are you-
yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
are
Welcoming all
welcome.
children.
Yes,
Absolutely.
because these people all wants to experience, because this is a Filipino culture. So the parents wants to experience their kids as Filipinos. So,
Okay.
So why not? Everyone is welcome to join.
So everybody that's listening, bring your kids.
Bring their kids.
Bring their kids, yeah.
Well, we
and
also
all
have-
I can maybe say is, if your kids is 2 years old, 3, 4, please
Stay with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe they will disappear
If they know
later,
how to
you know?
act.
Yeah, so that I think they need help.
Is there certain Filipino dress attire, like with the Mexican culture, like it's different? Like if my girl that's 7 and 5 want to do it, is there a specific Filipino culture dress that they should be wearing?
Since it's really hard to find that a Filipiniana dress, so I guess it's
Dress to impress.
yeah.
Okay.
Dress to
Yes.
impress?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of the whole concept of this anyways, for the women to dress to impress.
I think it'd be cool to actually have more of the Filipino attire, no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you can find it.
Yeah, there is the
Different-
Yeah.
Filipiniana.
That's crazy that's not here in Vegas.
Is there any places that you can buy that? Is there any stores or?
I saw one in eBay. Only
I
one.
think online
but
you
it's
can find a lot
very
because you can buy
expensive.
barongs and that kind of stuff there as well.
I was gonna say it would be cool if there's a store that you can buy that,
Yep.
buy that outfit or something. I guess on Amazon, I'm sure it's there.
Such a
Yeah.
diverse city. I mean, you have like the international market. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that-
it's funny because some parents like they already bought their costume in Philippines, and that's why they want to join. The
Oh, they're
parade.
ready.
Yeah, they're ready.
So we have competition.
But I'm sure a lot of the Filipino people with their daughters, they probably already have the traditional dress, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there any entry fee for that or no?
No, actually, those are involved in the Flowers of May are free.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, Flowers of May.
Including the parents.
So we said the kids of age of what, like 4 and up?
No, I think I have 2 years old.
So 2 and up,
Yeah, 2 and a
young
half. Yeah.
girls, young ladies.
Yeah, but as I said, they need to keep an eye on their kids.
Kids.
Because we don't know if maybe later they're gonna just run away or
One's like
disappear.
running across the stage.
Yes.
All right. So the parents have to be involved to help, especially if they're young
Yes.
in general. And then the battle of the band, basically, they could win. You said $500.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's going to be 500, and the second place is going to get 250 since we're having 8 bands.
Okay. And then the carnival you got going on, you got the balloon. All right, so everything you got going on, and the $10 admission is reasonable.
Right. We have also the Jolly Bee is going to be there.
Okay. One Jollibee.
He's- Yeah, one Jolly Bee mascot.
Is he handing out like drumsticks and spaghetti? Or no? Just walking
I
around.
think he's
We hope so.
gonna dance.
What's the main dessert that Jollibee has? It's been a while since I've been to Jollibee.
Mango pie,
Mango pie. the
Mango pie?
favorite,
Mango pie.
They also have an ube pie, right?
ube pie as well.
Okay, that's interesting. I think, are they a sponsor or they're just having the Jollibee there?
They're just having a Jolly Bee there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're-
Well, it's all Asian zing there, right? As far as like chicken wings go, it's like Asian style. cooking style.
It is different. It's
'Cause I've never tried Jollibee, but
it's marinated and it's pressure fried, so it's
Sweetie is, I
different.
think, half Filipino and half black, and she totally promotes like Jollibee. She's like, try this.
It is different if you get a chance. It's-
Okay.
Yeah, I like their fried chicken. It's
Yeah,
if you go to the
I
Philippines.
said wings, but
Wings? Oh, yeah,
fried
yeah.
chicken.
Oh, no,
it's fried chicken.
They have wings. Yeah.
Me too, I like wings.
It works.
Okay.
So questions, are you still looking for sponsors?
We can definitely use sponsors. I mean, we have a couple. We've got Zappos, Centerwell, Humana called. They're interested,
Oh,
and Philippine Times.
I like it. How are they knowing about this? Are you reaching out to some people that want to sponsor? I mean, we'll try to do the same to get the word out. I think we have some of your contact information. What's the main number if they want to call you? Is this the number on here?
This 702-805-3014. And we give a lot of perks to sponsors. They get free passes, they'll get balloon rides, they'll get food vouchers, and we have a VIP area as well.
it's only right.
What's the minimum sponsorship?
Minimum's $500.
Okay.
So it goes on up depending on how many passes you want to get, how many.
So let's just talk. So let's just talk basic sponsorship. The $500. What does someone get for the $500?
That's
Just for local business that want to be maybe more involved.
what it does. It gets you a poster, not a poster, but a banner, and we have large LED boards behind the stages. I mean, they're stage wide. They're not just like a large TV.
Okay.
And that gets some constant mention on that. Mm-hmm. They don't get any entry or tent, but that's the basic.
Kind of the exposure there is
It
that you
would-
would put their logo
Yeah.
or their
will-
names
your-
of whoever sponsored.
Your logo will be constantly flashed on both stages, so you'll get exposure for a lot of eyeballs.
Good.
Okay, so we're going to try to help you get some sponsors. Again, so we have Zappos, we have the Philippine Times, we have
Humana.
Humana, Centerwell,
Centerwell's that kind of like
Senior
their
Primary Care.
yeah. That's kind of like their Medicare supplement.
Okay, and then Jollibee technically is it just Jollibee?
They're a sponsor because he's given us the B, and they're I don't know. That's what they're agreeing. And I tell you, the kid that draws kids like.
Okay, the Jollibee.
Yeah, kids are crazy.
Kids are crazy
Yeah.
about Jollibee.
Oh, the Jollibee.
He dances real good. They're really good dancers.
Oh, that's
Yeah, yeah.
smart.
So
All the
it's-
kids are going to
so
be there
it's
like,
like a-
Mommy,
Yeah.
I want Jollibee.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's
I
like a
want
parade.
Jollibee.
It's like a parade behind him when he comes in. The kids are following him around.
Yes.
You seem to get a lot going on. I always laugh. I always say, is there anything more that you could be doing to make it even?
We have some
greater?
nightly fire dancers. They're fire performers. They don't throw fire or spit fire, but they have fire props like batons with multi heads on them and spin them. They came to our house. They're ultra talented people.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So again, the $10 is covering the entry.
Yep.
You have sponsorship that's available, and the money basically is going towards the foundation, also helping immigration services for the Filipino people that are in Las Vegas or coming to Las Vegas that have family here, offsetting the costs in general. And then, of course, if there's attorneys that want to be part of providing pro bono services, definitely looking to add them, to basically help out any way that we can. I know we have a little bit of a commercial of the festival. I think that our engineer can throw that on just to.
Was it worth it? All that loss around your neck. In this loop we can't progress from. Did you know it? That it all be such a mess. Leave some stains upon our faces. I don't care anymore. It's the stain from me all in the past. We'd be cool, now we know. Nothing bad to be wrong. We were wrong from the start. Guess it could have been good. Now it's not. In the bottom of my body, but I keep on sinking. Let it all go. Let it all go. In the bottom of my body, I just keep on thinking. Let it all go. Let it all go. Was it easy to rip your mind out of your flesh? Never thought about the rest of us. Or did you feel it?
Awesome. I'm excited. We should be dancing around here.
168 Market. Are you familiar with that here? I think
No.
is it like on Flamingo and Jones?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right by our house.
Yes, 168 Market. So not too long ago, I had like driven through there, went to actually grab some stuff to cook, and that car show. Because I was wondering, I was going to ask you what kind of cars. All that. All that.
Different
They
kind of
gathered there, yes, and they just, rev their engines and they're just like ready to go and they all follow each other and do this whole thing.
The other Mike, his name's Mike too. He's going to be running the car show. He's saying 300 cars will be there.
Yeah.
So that we'll have, and he's got like 20 different trophies to award. So it's going to be quite a car show as well.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
You mentioned the okay, so for the car show, I think is it the car club that's doing that?
It's several car clubs.
So all the car clubs can basically, if you're part of a car club, get with your car club to find out because I'm assuming they're coming
give
out,
us
right?
a call. We're welcoming all. I mean, every car club. After about 300 cars, we might run out of room. Who knows? But it's a massive area. But yeah, they can still enter. We have actually a motorcycle club that's going to be there.
club, yeah.
A retired veteran group.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to
Filipinos.
participate also. So
All right, great. That's amazing. One thing that I don't know what we talked about. In regards to the karaoke, do we really go into depth about the karaoke? You said how much was to win?
Well, karaoke will have a prize of $500.
Okay.
And everybody, I think.
How many people can you have go up?
Well, depends on how long your song lasts. You can just come the day of the show, and it's $3 to sing a song.
How much?
$2 to sing a song.
$2.
Sorry about that. It's $2 to sing a song. So you don't have everyone
Keep,
just
keep
have
your
fun.
8 minutes long away from the festival.
Yeah, we
8
don't
minutes long song.
need. If you have a song, bring your thumb drive and we can plug that in. But we'll have a full recipe of songs to sing, and we have a separate stage
For the karaoke?
Yeah.
Yes.
So karaoke is all day, all night.
Yes.
all day.
And if
all
you
night.
get on the stage, you do karaoke in front of everybody. Are there going to be chairs that are lined up?
Yes, sir. And then there's going to be lights. You're going to be on. You're going to feel
Like a big
you're in
stage.
Concert. You're going to be in concert.
$2 seems extremely reasonable.
Well, it's the thing is, this is based off fiestas in Las Vegas, or not Las Vegas, the Philippines. So everybody just sings karaoke. It's the Filipino pastime. So why not? Let's do it.
How are you going to, I actually feel there'll be such a demand for that are you going to have like a list? Do they have to wait online? Is it going to be like chairs? Like how do you set that up?
They'll put their name
you can
A
200
schedule.
people.
Yeah, schedule. We'll have a list. They just come and put
What
your name
time?
on the list.
10, 20.
Right.
I think it's be very busy.
Well,
It's really busy.
I
You
hope
created
so.
a monster,
I hope so. I hope everybody gets a
It's
chance.
a festival.
Yeah. And like I said, we got the extra stage. We didn't have to. We could stand on the dirt and sing because that's what they do in the Philippines. But I wanted everyone to feel like a star.
No, I love it.
I
I love
don't
it. It's
care if
great.
they're good, not good. As long as they think they're good, that's all we care about.
No, I love it in general. So in regards to the Filipino population, so we were saying before, how many people do we think that, I think Las Vegas is almost up to 2 million. How many people do we think the Filipino population is here? Is it?
I've heard 300,000, and the more I go around Las Vegas, I think that's extremely reasonable. It might even be light.
And why do you feel I've been to the Philippines myself. What do you feel why, whether it's Hawaiians, the Filipino culture, they really like Vegas? What's your take on that? Why do you like Vegas so much?
Let's talk about
the
it.
weather, and I feel like I'm home. Cause like for example, as I live in Manila, and then everything is open, and even it's late. Here the same, cause
Same way.
the East Coast is closed for 7 o'clock.
Well, we
Yeah.
first lived in Virginia. So
I don't like
they roll-
it there.
Virginia's like the Philippines, no?
Well, it's
I'm
like
joking.
it's kind of like the province where they roll the streets up
Yeah.
at 7 o'clock. Here, 7 o'clock, you can decide to go eat somewhere. In Virginia, you have better decided about 4 o'clock because it's
Gosh,
closed. at 7.
California.
Yeah.
Everything closes down at a certain time.
Correct.
I'm like, I live in a 24-hour city. I'm not used to this.
She likes it because there's a lot of people here who speak the language. So we're trying to bring that community together.
No, I think it's great. Now, do you feel that with the Filipino population that you mentioned a lot of before that a lot of Filipinos are involved in healthcare. Do you feel that a lot of the Filipinos want to live closer to with their work towards the hospitals because they're working their jobs? Do you feel like it's a certain part of Las Vegas that they like better? And the reason why I asked that question is I noticed when I was in Henderson, a lot of the Hawaiians liked, I was by like the Eastern St. Rose corridor up all the way up to the M Hotel. And there was a lot of Hawaiians and maybe just, people just living in the area and they just say, hey, this is a beautiful area. Or they liked the school. I think it was like Liberty High School and there was like football. There was a lot of Hawaiian young athletes that were there. Is there a certain area that you feel that a lot of the Filipinos like Vegas better? Is it more the Southwest?
I don't know. I thought when we first moved here, well, maybe the Summerlin area, there's a lot of like doctors and lawyers and stuff
Yes.
lived up there. Then we started meeting people down near Blue Diamond area. And then all of a sudden, we've just started meeting a lot of people in North Las Vegas.
They're everywhere.
So they're everywhere. That's
Right.
why I think the 300,000 might even be light. I don't know. They are everywhere.
I think it's awesome. I think the great, the Filipino culture is great. It's very festive. They're excited. They're very positive people. I think it's amazing. I wanted to ask you, I was coming up with some questions, and whatever answers they are, those have to be the future, I'm going to say future sponsors. I'm going to ask you some questions in Vegas. And I think that if you pick these people, these businesses, I'm going to ask you these questions, that these people, because you're saying that they're so great, that they should wind up being sponsors of this event. So my first question is this. What is the best Filipino place to go sing karaoke?
Where?
In Las Vegas. If you had to go sing karaoke, we had to go right now to karaoke, where would the Filipinos go? Where's the best place?
The Karaoke Bistro, maybe over in Jones. There's a new Filipino restaurant in the town center over there, Noi Pits.
Yes.
They have
even
live
there.
bands and karaoke. That
So
seems
for
to be a
karaoke,
happening.
how there's the karaoke rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there one specific more for Filipino? Like in Chinatown or Spring Mountain?
There's about 10 of them.
Which is the best one?
I don't know.
You
I
like?
couldn't.
You been to a
I
few,
can't
or?
carry a tune in a bucket. She'd be the one.
We're
Yeah,
gonna have,
you're the singer here. You're the one with the
No,
vocals.
we're gonna go together. We're gonna take our kids and you guys, and we're gonna go somewhere. I have a friend actually that's on the strip somewhere, but it's not specifically Filipino. He is he's Asian, but he's not Filipino. So anyway, any specific place that you can think of top of your head?
The only one I know of is that bistro, the
Karaoke
karaoke
Bistro?
bistro.
Yeah.
Where's that one located?
It's over on Jones.
Jones, he said.
Yeah,
What was the other cross street?
everybody, Sahara, no, maybe Spring Mountain.
Okay.
Spring Mountain and Jones, because everybody calls that the karaoke place.
Yeah.
And there's
Okay.
of course, there's 47 karaoke places in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But everybody called that.
So we'll reach out to
karaoke
them.
Place.
What's the best Filipino food place, restaurant?
Oh.
Again, this is your opinion. Not to put you on the spot. I can't believe Mike's gonna tell us which Filipino.
Phil,
food.
Phil
tell you-
House?
Yeah.
Phil House?
No, that's in Seafood City.
That is in Seafood City.
Yeah.
So what else?
Mang Felix is good.
Yeah, Mang Feelings is good.
The Pinoy joint,
The
which is owned by the same people.
Okay.
That's good.
The Noi Pitch is good.
Noi Pitch
Yeah.
is very good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Noi Pitch.
They are,
Is it Noi
they are
Pitch?
new, but
that's
they're
in
good.
Town Center.
Town
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Okay.
upscale. It's really
Where
nice
they
place.
do karaoke as well.
Correct.
Yeah, they have a live band.
Live band most nights.
Okay.
They're really good. We've been to some smaller ones. Tina's is really good.
Yes. I like
I'm
their...
hungry.
What about Filipino? Is there a Filipino like buffet?
There are.
Like I know there's buffet Asia, but I
well,
don't know that specifically.
Actually, when
Filipino.
you go to the Philippines, a lot of the street food and that type of thing, steam table, Cafe de la Reina, Cafe de la Reina, they have like a Sari store too, and they're kind of hot. hot plate.
The one in the south?
Yeah,
North?
they have 4 of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Mike is like totally Filipinized. Because
How long have you been married to your Filipino wife?
About 47 years.
Oh, yeah. No, he's like basically Filipino at this point. He's like half Filipino.
That is 47,
Right.
7 years.
7 years, yeah.
Awesome. And look, last question I had was shopping in regards to if there's like Filipino shopping. I guess if it's food or if it's clothing, like where in town of Vegas.
We used to shop in where's that?
Island Pacific.
Island Pacific.
Island
And-
Pacific. What's inside there?
and
Is that more for food?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
groceries.
food. Yeah, groceries.
Seafood City too.
Seafood City's good.
Seafood City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's better, the Island one or Seafood City?
It depends what you're going for, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really does. Island Pacific tends to have better meats and seafood. They're not as big,
Yes.
but they're but then Seafood City has better vegetables.
Interesting. Okay, so that's good. So you answered the question. I think these people, we need to, the best ones that you like in general, I think we need to ask them. We'll send them the video. We should ask them to be sponsors of the event, especially if they're, very highly liked by the Filipino people in the community. Anything else that you want to basically add about the festival in general? We got a lot going on. To reach out to be a sponsor, to be more involved, 702-805-3014 is the number. Does that go directly to you, Mike?
It goes right here.
Okay, right to the cell phone.
Only had about 30 calls since I've been sitting here.
The bloodline. And then it's
the whole day.
So it's Las Vegas, a Filipino American Festival.com. Did you just get that? You're lucky that was available, the domain.
I just got it. Well, we've been thinking about doing this since October, so I just
Okay.
got it then. It's registered in Nevada.
I like it.
I just hashtagged it and I didn't see a lot behind it. So you guys are doing well.
It's a good
I
start.
would continue that.
No,
Thank you.
we did our due diligence on the name. I don't want to take anybody else's name.
Got it. What else do you want to add? We covered the festival. We covered the nonprofit. You guys are doing some great things in the community. Population of the Filipino are growing. Great people in general. We talked about why they're moving to Vegas. We got karaoke. We got the best place for food, buffet, shopping. The biggest thing right now is May 13th to 15th, bringing people together. Technically, it's almost a month away, 30, 40 days away.
Yes.
So we just need to get the word out to people. We'll take this podcast, we'll share it to different Facebook groups, and we'll make some micro content, and we can get it out there as well. Anything else that you want to share specifically about the event? I know you got some big flyers that they're going to go up all around town. I think you're going to have a great crowd. I think, like I said, I think it's going to be awesome. I'm actually very excited to be a part of it in general. So if you want to be like VIP, if you want to be more involved, it's reasonable to be a sponsor. So definitely reach out to Mike to get that to happen. But again, anything else that you want to share specifically about the festival?
Well, for sponsors, it's a great way to reach into the community,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll get a lot of exposure through us. Plus, they'll all get food passes. They'll get passes into the event. They'll get free hot air balloon rides. So they'll
And again, it's for a good cause because
It is.
everything goes towards the immigration.
It is because the foundation benefits from all of this, and it hurts my heart to see people with immigration issues and they don't really know what to do.
Right.
And, you know, if, even with the knowledge of what to do is going to help a lot of people, because some of these people are just, they're lost, and, you know, maybe they need to renew their status. They don't know how or where, and then all of a sudden they're undocumented, and it's a real problem.
And that's why I love that you guys are here today. That's what we do, is to pretty much get the word out.
Yeah.
So there's so many different areas, topics, different, how would you say, like races,
Well, you know,
countries,
we're trying
wherever
to
to
solve their
touch.
problems.
yes,
That's your
immigration
job.
goes all around.
You know, the one thing I want to share is one of the things I do. I was working with the, it's called the African Community Center, but it actually helps any person that's coming from another country, and they help get people, you know, jobs, employment, housing. If you come, like actually, a lot of the Ukrainians refugees are going to be coming through this African Community Center, and they help them basically get established in Las Vegas. I know they were having a lot of people that were recently from South Africa for some reason. I'm sure at one point in time, maybe there was Filipinos. I mean, I guess it's different refugees that are coming, depending on what's going on in general. But the one thing that I want to share, you know, as a retired police officer, I like helping people understand how to like operate and work with the police, or if they have problems with their neighbors. So if you have any events where I can come speak to answer some questions, a lot of people just don't know. Even 911 or 311, like, you know, being in the Philippines, the police are very much different. I know that it's not totally on the up and up, and people sometimes they don't call the police in general, you know?
They want to stay away. It's like, if I could avoid that at all costs, I will. And sometimes that's not the best decision.
So my main thing is, if I could help any of the people and you have any type of future events where people have questions, I would like to be available to anyone that's part of your organization. And again, I'm not an attorney, but I was a cop for 17 years, and I always give advice, suggestions, or referral sources. And if they need an attorney, then I basically work with the Las Vegas Legal Network to basically help get people attorneys, again, whether it's pro bono or discounted or free. You know, the goal is really help people, not about the money situation. And some lawyers can't afford to do that with economic times, but we try to get some of them that can, that have been around a little bit in general. So again, anyone that has any type of problems or issues, that's the whole point of having myself, the problem solver, is to help people. I'm not sure if you know, like in here, right, America, it's different. And actually in the Philippines, if you had to call the police, is there a specific phone number that you call? Like if you were on your cell phone, there was an emergency, what's the number to call?
What's the protocol?
How do you get the police to come to your home? Well, they don't come.
You have to, because it depends on the area where you belong.
But it's not like a 3-digit number. Like in America, it's 911, right?
And there's 911 in Philippines, as I know. When
Does that take you to the police?
I don't know. Not really.
It takes you to Jolly. It takes you to
But for
Jollibee.
example,
Jollibee, yeah.
but for example, in
Is there
my
like a
place,
neighborhood like cop
Yeah.
in every area, or?
but because it depends on the area, like barangay, you know. Like for example, me, I have a problem, I have to go to the barangay, like that. If it's just a small problem.
So you don't get immediate attention.
No, not really.
So if you wanted the police, would it take like 2 hours to get there? Like what's the response time in the Philippines for
Or
like
filing
if
a
you're-
police report.
If you're in Manila, Makati, how long would it take for?
Probably instantly in
Makati?
Makati.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Makati, yeah. It depends if you are in the province, you know.
It depends where you are. If you're far away in the
Depends
country,
where you are.
but if you wanted a police officer in Manila, it'd be very quick.
Yes.
But so 911, you don't know if that's the number. I'm just curious. So anyway, where I was getting with it is that in America, right, 911
Yeah.
is all over the place. But a lot of
Yes.
people don't know. I'm not sure if you know this. Do you know there's a non-emergency number? Do you know what that number is?
311.
311.
Most people, a lot of people don't know. I mean, it's not like we're really educating people about 311. Like in America, people like think you automatically know these things. But 911 is basically the police, and then 311 is the police, but it's a non-emergency number where it's still the police, which people
Yes.
don't understand that. It's just that they answer 911 first, and then 311 they answer second, unless no one's calling 911. But it's just basically on priority. So a lot of people don't know that, especially if you're from another country, you're a refugee that came from Ukraine. You don't know what 311 is. There's also 211, which most people don't know. You familiar with 211?
That's Domino's.
Domino's 211. This is Domino's
I'm
to help
actually
you.
not familiar, so please tell us.
211 is United Way, which is our resources. When you call 211, you can say, "Look, I'm looking for, I have no money. I need a bus pass. I'm homeless, right? Or I need diapers and someone left me and I have nothing whatsoever. Or I need housing, or I need medical attention, or I lost my driver's license and I have no family in town to help." So it's basically a referral service like hotline. It's through United Way. And you can call 211 and basically ask them for anything. Like I'm looking for like employment. It's basically nonprofit based that are helping people. Specifically, like you're homeless, you need
Anyone.
anyone can call 211, which is a free service.
Okay.
My phone number from the Problem Solver, which I recently acquired, was 999-1111. Hence kind of similar to 911. So 999-1111 is the problem solver, which comes to me here. And believe it or not, people call me, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, asking different questions or what should they do. A lot of times people, they know that I'm a retired police officer, so it's kind of police related. Like, what should I do? Or if something happened, or my neighbor, So I get these unusual phone calls throughout the day. I should forward them to you, Mike. Mike, you seem like a pretty knowledgeable guy.
I've gotten a couple of.
Like, hold on one second. Let me get Mike on the phone. He knows everybody.
Right.
So again, if anyone in the Filipino community wants to talk with me in general that needs some help, basically 999-1111.
You can call it anytime. What is it that he loves to say? He loves to say 25/8.
25 hours a day, 8 days a week.
That's what he says.
It's not 24 hours.
Travis, do you have the website app just so I could showcase them and any of the viewers that are watching? But we have the problemsolver.vegas. If you look on the screen over here, the problemsolver.vegas is a progressive web app, and the phone number is there. My information there as a retired police officer trying to help people refer to resources. But if you click on problems, and it will take you to a little bit of a template in a tab, and it says what's your problem? And if you click down there, you could say a neighbor dispute. You could say, if someone got arrested, if they got into a car accident, if they're injured, if they have a medical problem and they need a medical referral, they're not sure what doctor, or I want to go to a physical therapist, or I need urgent care, something like that. They can click on there, and then we will set them up as a referral resource to get them help. So a lot of the people, like Beja knows a lot of people in the medical industry. I know a lot of people in the legal industry, and we will connect people. So anyone in the Filipino community that needs access, this is a free service that we provide to help people as a referral source, just like United Way and 211. And then, there's a lot of information. We'll put your festival on there as well as a future event. And then we're going to try to get the word out because, again, this is all helping and benefiting, immigration services for the Filipino people. And I'm sure eventually if there's money in the accounts and other people come that need help, I'm sure you guys are more than willing to help out people with immigration needs. And then we can set you up with the Las Vegas Legal Network as well to help basically get, other services provided for anyone that's Filipino. Like, again, I hate talking about this topic, but like even having a will these days, especially with the pandemic, we have some attorneys that do free, simple wills on there as well. They can fill out the information, and then an attorney will do a free will. And you never know these days. Not good. We never, need to use it, but life is life these days.
Right.
Okay, so I think we captured everything. Any last things that you want to add at all whatsoever?
We will be having another festival.
Yeah.
Is it going to be once? Is it once a year?
Wait. So are you because I know
will be next.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off. The Aloha Festival usually is April and then October.
Correct.
So you have this one coming up May
13th.
May 13th. Yes. When do you think of having the next one?
Probably the same time of year. We'll have this every year.
But that's once a year.
I know, but we're going to have Everybody Festival. Well, this is an Everybody Festival. Please don't think it just
That
if
is
you're
only
not
for
Filipinos.
Filipinos. but
Yeah,
this
everybody
is for
should come.
everybody.
Please don't think that. Everyone's.
Are you Filipino?
By blood, yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, I've eaten enough. I've eaten enough
what if
lechon.
other people want to come to support the Filipino community?
Well, wait a second. I've eaten enough lechon. I'm probably part Filipino in some way.
He's like, it's in me, it's on me.
So it is. But no, everybody needs to come to this. Because this is kind of a showcase of Filipino talent.
Yeah.
And the culture. Just see what it's about. So, the Filipinos are good, humble people.
They are.
So just come join us and see what it's about. It's not some secret society. You don't need a secret handshake. It's not a tattoo or something. So just come do it. However, we'll have a hot air balloon festival at Craig Ranch last weekend in October.
I'm excited.
That's
I'll be there.
Southern Nevada Hot Air Balloon Festival.
And I'll be inviting my family.
Is that the first one, or they've had it before? I don't remember that.
They've had a Las Vegas hot air balloon festival, but it didn't pan out too well. There were a lot of people there, but it was poorly organized.
One thing I like, which I've never done before, but it's very far. I think it's Logandale, that whole lantern festival where they light the lantern. Mm-hmm. Have you been to that?
No.
I have yet to do it, but I've
it's
seen
very
it all
far.
over
It's very
social
far away.
media.
Yeah.
I think it's far away because it's a hazard, right? I mean, basically lighting up.
My luck is I'm going to do it here, and one of them will
Light
land
up a house.
land on my house, and I'll go home and we'll be
Because I think it's in Logandale.
roasted marshmallows in my front yard or on my front yard.
That seems like a really cool event. I just never did it. But
It is
Well, coming out and support.
So you said May. You'll do May and then October.
October, yes.
Yeah.
I guess the piece you said when the Hawaiian ones when April.
I can't tell you the exact dates, but I know that they do twice a year.
Twice
Yeah.
a year.
Yep. Yeah.
So I guess it pays to do
off.
offset, right? I'm assuming that you already knew that.
Well, I don't want to have the festival same time as theirs. I
Yeah,
mean, theirs is a
definitely.
fantastic festival. Yeah, go there.
Yeah,
and
we
have
support
fun.
their festival.
Yeah,
too.
go there and have fun.
Yeah, no, I've
It's-
been there. It's a nice
We're
festival.
vendors.
We have an entirely different thing going on here. So
See, I was born and raised in Reno, Nevada. I'm trying to think of when they like set off the hot air balloons. I'm thinking it's sometime in September.
the Reno festival's in September.
Yes,
And
exactly.
we're doing it last weekend because the people here that are helping us with our hot air balloons here,
Are
Vegas
from-
balloon rides, they're right here. And he said that weekend there's nothing going on as far as competitions. So they're going to actually have
Do
a
you have a date?
competition. Yeah, it's like the 24th, the weekend of the 24th, I believe. They're going to have a competition in Pahrump. Their competitions are kind of interesting. They do targets and float. They can only fly outside of the valley. They
Does he like fly your air balloon down and like race or something?
Yes.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, it's they're very serious about it.
Yeah.
So since there's nothing happening that weekend, we're going to have all the fun-shaped balloons, the
Okay.
doghouse balloons and the doggy
Oh, my mom
balloons
would
and
love
the
that.
ice cream cone balloons and that kind of stuff. So and they're going to do the
Do you
competition.
have one for like the newlyweds? You know how they do like bachelor?
They got all kinds of
Let me
different shit.
stop. Let me stop.
They're going to do their competitions in Pahrump since they can go up off the ground and then come here and tether for 3 days in the afternoons.
Okay.
And we have a lot of other activities. We have like little toy dog contest and giant dog contest. We'll have some dance activities too. So we got a whole bunch of other stuff planned for that.
Sweet. So the way that we can be updated with every activity, festival, event that you guys do is through where again? If you could just, for our viewers.
We haven't really set that one up yet. We're kind of baby steps with.
We'll stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
Yes,
stay tuned.
stay tuned.
We'll have a page for that, and a website for that. We're really looking forward to that. However, we got a lot to look forward to in May.
Yes. All right.
Okay, great. So listen, Mike, I really appreciate you coming on. I love your excitement, Judith as well. I actually was going to say before that I think that this festival, as much as the Hawaiian one, I just think that the Filipino people are just so excited about parties and events. Even the Hawaiian people are very, very big with these festivals. And I guess because it's the first one, I think that it's going to be amazing. And I think that it's going to be a great experience and people are going to have a blast. You know, so
First thing they always ask us is when and where. Any Filipino we've spoken to since October, it's when and where. They're not asking what's there, they're when and where. They're going to be there.
got it. So again, Mike and Judith, thanks for coming on the show. Beja, thanks for co-hosting as well.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm David Kohlmeyer, the Problem Solver. Every single week, Thursdays at 4:30, we go live on the podcast. On Tuesdays at 6 p.m., we have Channel 14, which is the Problem Solver TV show. Again, Tuesdays at 6 p.m., Channel 14 on Cox Cable. The ProblemSolver.Vegas is a progressive web app. Please use the app, add it to your home screen. Anytime that you have a problem, you can reach out to us at 702-999-1111. Again, 999-1111. If it's a police matter, of course, please always call 911. Non-emergency is 311. And again, I'm David Kohlmeyer, the Problem Solver. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.